We will see how to import accounts payable invoices into the Oracle Fusion system. So now I will log in into the system now. So the initial first step, we have to download the invoice import spreadsheet from the system. So I will download now. Go to payables, invoices, and go to the task list. And here you can see the option create invoice from spreadsheet. Click on this. So system will download this invoice template. Click on this. So you can see the login credentials. We have to enter the login credentials. So use the login credentials which you are using to log in into the Fusion system. So I'm using the same username and password here, which I use to log in into Fusion. Now you can see the template is open. So here you can see the information like business unit, invoice number, invoice currency, and invoice amount and all. These fields and all, it is mandatory. You can see the asterisk symbol here. So it is mandatory columns here. So up to this column, up to column E, it is invoice header. And after that, we have to fill the invoice details. I mean, invoice line details. Same way like how we are creating the invoice manually in the system, like filling the header information first and filling the line information second. Same way we have to fill it here. So first I will fill the header information like I am selecting the BU, I mean business unit, and then type the invoice number here. And select the invoice currency. So I have defined USD as my invoice currency in the business unit level. So you can choose the invoice currency as you define in your business unit. I am selecting USD here. It's used. And then fill the invoice amount. Just I'm filling 2000 and enter the invoice date here. And then we need to select the supplier here. So if you want to select the supplier, just double click on the cell. It will open on pop-up window. So here you can search as we are searching inside the application. So just I am typing the first three letters of supplier. You can see I'm getting the supplier. So I'm choosing ABC Consulting now. So now the supplier name and supplier number is imported. I mean, it is selected. The next step, we have to select the supplier site. If we know the supplier site, you can directly type it here. And in this case, I don't know the supplier site. So what I am doing, I'm selecting this option is not blank. So system will fetch the available supplier site for that supplier which we selected in the previous column. So now I am selecting the supplier site here. So just enter the description. So now I am entering the line details. I am filling the amount with 2000, which I have given in the header. The next thing, we have to select the distribution here. Just double click on this. select the relevant account code here. So I will select some expenses. So it is taking time. So just I'm selecting some account code here. But in your case, you got to select the relevant account code. So now I fill with the header information and the line informations. Now you click status viewer to check whether there is any error. There is no error. So system says there is no error. So once it is done, click this option, save and submit invoice import. So you will be getting this window. In this window, select the business unit which we are planning to import the invoices. If we are not selecting any BU here, system will import all the BUs, all the invoices which are there in the spreadsheet. So to restrict that one, you can define the business unit. So system, what it will do, it will import the invoices which belongs to this business unit alone. So once we're done with the BU, then you can fill whether you have any invoice group or import set. The reason for these two things is you can import the invoices which are belong to the invoice group, which are belongs to the particular invoice group, or if you are giving the import set, it will system will import only the import set which are related to the same invoices. It won't import all the invoices because in a company that there will be 2-3 persons they will be importing invoices. At the time, if you define this one, it won't pick all the invoices from the spreadsheet. So now you will be getting one request ID. Copy this, click OK. So now from the spreadsheet side, we have done everything. Like I have defined the invoice header information, line information, and I have submitted these invoices. Now you can go back to your Fusion system and you can see there is one program will be run by the system in the background. You can see this program, import payable invoices. This is the program it will get run. So once it is done, we can review the report. So we can see the report. If there is any error during this import process, system will put all those errors in this report. So just I'm going here and viewing, checking this report, whether any errors are there. So now you can see there is no errors reported for this import process. If there is any error, system will put it in this column. What the error message and everything. So based on that, you can go back to your spreadsheet and you can change the relevant things and you can again import the same process again. So now there is no error in this process. So just closing this and just I will show you the invoices which we imported into the payable. So again, going to invoice. So now you can see the invoice which we imported through spreadsheet. You can see the invoice number here. It is import invoice 1001 and you can verify with your Excel sheet invoice number. So this invoice number is imported into the system without any issue. If there is any issue, it will be reported in the report. So based on that, you can come back and you can check and you can rectify or modify in the spreadsheet and you can do it again. Now I will show you this invoice. Just open it and we can see the information entered is correct. Now you can see the header information and line information and you can verify with your template. So this is the process we have to follow when we are importing invoices into the Oracle system.